How about the whole ticketing? You were getting, I don't know, $70 or $80 million a year from Ticketmaster. You decided beginning next year that you're going to do your own ticketing. You were like 17 or 18% of their business. So this is a big chunk taken away from them.
Absolutely. My core need was never to take them on the ticketing. My core need was to control my inventory. I had to control the front door. I believed the Ticketmaster model of 20 years of being the only place you could buy a ticket at 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning was going to be replaced. We needed to open up distribution, and I, as the promoter, needed to own those tickets. Being with Ticketmaster, we had no rights left. We couldn't bundle, we couldn't do anything with the ticket. It was gone. They could bundle, they could do it to iTunes. By controlling our inventory as the core need, we now get to sit with an artist and talk about, why aren't we bundling a t-shirt with your CD, with your ticket? Ticket plus 3 songs, ticket plus CD. Let's sell them the parking pass before they get there. Let's sell them the next day the recording of the show. Having that connection with the customer and having those 40 million deliveries with about a $100 purchase when the wallet is open, we think is the time when you can sell music, t-shirts, and everything around that brand.
So you're going to have to, everybody seems to be discounting this Christmas season. Discounting was everywhere. It started back in Thanksgiving. Are you going to be discounting Rod Stewart tours or U2 tours? I mean, you had a big deal with U2, a giant deal with them. You made a deal with Blockbuster to sell tickets at Blockbuster. I mean, you're being very aggressive and you're moving very quickly. Sure. But what do you say to a big star when he's charging $90 for a ticket in this recessionary period and you think he should be charging $65 total, including service charges? Do they say, wait a second, in 1975 I was getting this much, I should get this much today?
You know, we have a saying in our office that it's been hard to execute. It is easier right now to look an artist in the eye and ask him if he read the paper this morning or watched CNBC or CNN or any channel on the crisis that's going on in the economy. This is probably the first time I can remember that it is easy now to have the conversation with the artist about next year. Let's start to be smart about ticket prices. Let's make sure everybody can come to the show. So that 90 versus 65. Historically, it's been a seller's market, and we were kind of stuck on the other end, take it or leave it, or AEG or others would buy it. I would say this year has put a little bit of power in the buyer's end, because we are just not willing to take the risks of the past on some of these artists, given the economic consideration on what could happen next year.
What happens if this economic decline that we're in right now really strikes your business? Can you survive? Can you tread water? Can you get your artists to work more for less? Do you have a plan to deal with what may be going on for the next couple of years, if not longer?
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're a bit conflicted. We have a business plan for next year that 4 months ago looked fabulous. The hard part we have is, as of today, and I said this last week in a conference, as of today, we're already on sale for 2009. I have no data right now that would even suggest we're 5% down, not even 1% down. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that somehow we're the only business in the entire world that will not get affected. I
will say that most businesses do have data about that for next year, so not having that data is good news for you.
That's, it's funny you said that. I said, going to the board meeting, I don't have the revenue data that all the NBCs have.
Nobody is calling you up from like Phoenix and saying, hey, my building's empty, I can't get anybody. You're not hearing any of that stuff?
We have done a like comparison on December 1, 2007, December 1, 2008. We have as many bands booked next year as we did last year.
But that doesn't mean consumers are buying tickets.
No, right. I was just giving you the bands are going on the road. We like to remind people that, the artist only makes money when he tours now. And his portfolio and house is worth a lot less like everyone else's. It's probably not the year he's going to say, I'll stay home and make no money.
Do you have any pieces of your business that you're like panicked about?
I wouldn't say panic, but I would say that I think investors are stating the obvious on, will ticket sales be down next year? We've built to finish your question, we have built an incredible plan that said, if tickets are down 5%, 10%, what is our clawback? How do we deliver our business? So we're very proactive right now in monitoring that. The piece that I believe will hurt us that we're planning for is our sponsorship side. We do have over 600 sponsors, local to national, who sign up for an amphitheater package, a sign at the amphitheater.
And that's the first thing to go.
That's the first
It's
thing.
like collectibles.
Absolutely.
I've been in corporations. You say, do we really need that sign above the
box
scoreboard?
this year.
Oh, the box.
Yeah, the luxuries.
Is that a big piece of it, the luxury boxes?
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, thankfully there are 3-year locked-in lots of them, so we only have about 20% up for renewal. So I don't see, you know,
These in the arenas that you own, or are these in the arenas all over the place?
ones we own.
I see.
So at the Irvine Amphitheater, you can buy the box for the year, the premium seat for the year, and a package. So yeah, we would expect that the piece that we're really planning for is if the local sponsorship business is down by, correlated to some of the advertising companies' revenues, if we're down by 10% there, how do we adjust that business? And that's really what we're spending more time worrying about next year. We like you, believe the kids are coming, the concert will happen, it will be the local outlet, they'll come. We want to make sure that the sponsorship side's taken care of.
Do you share the sponsorships with the artists, or is that's what you get?
That's what we get.
So that improves your margins.
It's huge business for
So
us.
to lose that would not be good.
Yes.
Well, I wish you luck. I suspect that you are more on top of this recession environment that many, many companies are, and it was great to speak to you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much.